All right, happy Monday night, everybody. Welcome on into the Raiderland World Headquarters, where we will emanate forth and just hang out with you guys for the next half hour or so. It is a huge, big Monday, one might say, for Texas Tech basketball. Maybe the biggest game Texas Tech has played in the last 4 or 5 years. We'll get your thoughts. What's Texas Tech going to do against Houston tonight? We got the good, bad, and ugly recap of the weekend. Texas Tech softball doing great, and whatever else is on your mind. So you know what to do. The early arrivals, let us know. The audio is good, the video is good. Give us thumbs up, give us hearts, give us whatever. Then share that on YouTube, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. On Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. On Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media, and then off we go into the wild blue yonder. All right, so it's good, bad, and ugly Monday broadcast. I want your predictions, thoughts on Tech and Houston tonight. Anything else that's on your mind? Let's get it going. In three, in two. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt. The Raiderland.com is where you start your day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got cool stuff every day. Question of the day. We got Raiderland hot links, anything you might want. So check it out every morning. We'll be back in the morning. Everything we do, all the broadcasts, we archive there. So don't miss it. Check it out. Brought to you in part tonight by Domino's Pizza. If you can't make it out to United Supermarkets Arena, you get some Domino's Pizza. You're eating good. It's good stuff, man. Get the app. Save money. Delivery, pickup. And then Red River Brewing Company in Red River, New Mexico. Yeah, time to go skiing. Right next to Lifts West. They are the pinnacle, the ultimate, the best. They've got so many gold medals for all the brews they have. You're going to be blown away, and they have great food. And they play trivia on Tuesday nights. Even though me and my wife almost got a divorce playing trivia there at Red River Brewing Company, but that's beside the point. Doesn't really matter. It's a lot of fun. United Supermarkets. Let's see, Market Street Arena. United Supermarket, Market Street. Then there's another grocery store that takes your money and sends it somewhere else. All right, let's go. James, thumbs up. Fake Natalie Maines, getting in on Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media. Dear Hyatt. Dear Hyatt. That sounds like one of those Dear John letters. Dear Hyatt. Thank you for your interest in our company. Hearing Chance D and Yahalo probably out. All right, so we had reports, I believe it was by Nathan Geis, that Chance or D Will, I think it was D Will, was not doing his normal shooting routine. I think I'll be surprised if Chance doesn't play. Yahoo, okay, we'll see what happens. But if you got Toppin, right? Isn't that the difference maker tonight? Isn't that what you didn't have in Houston when you won? Without your head coach, you've got your head coach and a guy who is emerging as one of the, if not the player of the year in the Big 12, in the conversation. That don't you feel like if you got TJ Toppin out there, you got a chance? No pun intended with chance. I think they took McMillan out Saturday against West Virginia saying, if we can't beat West Virginia without him, it's not going to matter. All right. So we'll see. We're an hour and a half away from tip off. We'll see what happens. Get your comments, questions, and I want good, bad, and ugly recaps of the weekend. Here's how this works. We started it in 1994 on the Williams and Hyatt Show. Things you love, things you hate, things you just had to turn away from. What did you love this weekend in the world of sports or otherwise? What impressed you? We can talk about Tech baseball tonight. Absolutely. Am I still bullish on this Tech baseball team? Yes, I am. Am I recalcitrant in looking at football guys saying, oh, they're going to suck, they're going to be, yeah, I am. And then softball just keeps on winning, so that's cool too. All right, Jeff gets in on our YouTube channel. Are you on our YouTube channel? Have you subscribed? Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on YouTube. Doesn't cost anything. And everybody who's there, hit like and share and grow it. And let's get over 500. If we have a first 15 like we had against West Virginia, Cougar High will run us out of the gym. Need a big night from JT and Christian. Cadillac Anderson there, or Escalade Anderson. See, Cadillac Anderson was a big part of Phi Slamma Jamma. And every time I hear, Anderson, it's all I can think of. I'm like, so now it's Escalade? What is the new deal? Not necessarily. I think points might be hard to come by tonight because both teams can play some defense. We'll see. Randy Wade, what order do you go? The Brewery in Red River, Bull of the Woods, Texas Reds, or the Load? Well, it's the Mother Load. All right, so I'm going to go first off. We love Bull of the Woods. We've been going there for years and years and years. The Brewery is the perfect, like, you get in, you need a meal and everything else, right? Texas Reds doesn't exist to me anymore. When the original burned down, Texas Reds doesn't exist. No offense against the people who love Texas Reds. Go get a steak, do what you want to do. I have not been to it since they tried to reopen in 2005 in the gas station. Sixth in the rotation, I'd say 7 or 8. I think they'll go 8 deep tonight. Wait, my goodness. Where I'm from, Mississippi tonight, I think they'll go 8 deep tonight. Jared, give me Tech 87, Houston 82. I think that's too high scoring. Give me 77-72 as the ultimate scoring on that one. James, 78-75 Tech. We have to be +5 on the boards. Jared, we almost overcame 5 errors and only lost by 1 to UC Irvine. Clean that up. Pitching is there. Hitting is there. Guns up. All right, so talking about Tech baseball. Lose 2 out of 3 over the weekend. 1-5. I mean, they may never win another game. They played good baseball at times this weekend. Neither team played great. I think both coaches would probably look at what transpired Saturday and Sunday and go, really? Can we be better than this? But you've got a top 25 team in UC Irvine and what I think is a good team in Texas Tech. And UC Irvine just made a few more plays, got a few more hits. They were, as I said over the weekend, doing what Tim Tadlock would really like this team to do. Just put the freaking ball in play. You don't have to hit it over the fence. And we had a lot of home runs on Saturday and Sunday. That this time of year, if there's no wind out at the law, the ball carries. It just does. Don't ask me for the meteorological reasons why. Thin air, no wind, but it carries. And you saw that. John Tech will be lucky to win another couple of games. We've gone once to the hotel. We did? I do not remember going to the hotel location. I truly do not. Really? Gas station location. Hotel? I don't remember that. Must have sucked. Jeff, first one to 70 wins. No, I agree with whoever put up 77 or something like that. I think you got to get to 77, 75 in regulation. If we go overtime, yeah, it's going to take more than that. I think this is about a 77, 75 to 70 game. If either team wins by more than 10, I'll be shocked. All right. Good, Bad, and Ugly Monday. You roll out your recap of the weekend. Randy's doing it on Facebook. You guys can join us on our YouTube channel, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. Please do so, no matter where you like to watch it, wherever you like to watch the show. Check it out there, and then click like, and then share, and that grows it. Good Tech win over Country Roads. Bad Ticket stock, ugly Tech baseball. Nah, Tech baseball ain't ugly yet. Trust me on that. Give me a couple of weeks before it goes ugly. If this team had played its normal schedule, Tech would be about 5-1, maybe 3-2. You'd be talking about how good they look and everything else. They actually played teams with a pulse to start the year. I know it's hard for football guy to understand, but they did that, and it's different. Now I wish they were 6-0, but they could have played a regular schedule and be 5-1, 6-0, whatever, and you guys would be saying they're going to Omaha. Tell me about ticket stock there in Dallas. What's going on with that? Let's see, Chris. I thought I read we are 8-22 over the last 30 in baseball. I don't know. It doesn't sound right. Could be. I don't care what happened last year. I care what happens this year. Last year's team is gone. This year's team has a ton of new people. Red Hotel, I know it's across the street from Bull of the Woods. I truly, hold on, let me check that. Yeah, we are married to each other, I think. I do not remember going there ever. Notice the Tech dugouts, flip dugouts. Any reason for that? Never heard an explanation. Well, all of the clubhouse and everything is down the third base line. So everything that they have built, everything that they have done over the last 10, 20 years is down the third base line. There were different, originally the Tech clubhouse was on the first base side underneath the stands in the 80s, 90s and stuff. They built the stuff, they didn't flip it. Now there is the idea that different times of the year, the sun shines and it heats up one dugout hotter than the other. And you get the shade on this one. I'm assuming they just decided, hey, we're going to go, everything's down here. We're going to live with it. All right. We can put some fans in there. So that's probably the easiest explanation on why third base dugout is now the Tech dugout. All the clubhouse, everything, the biggest thing to me is they flip the bullpens. And now when the bullpen celebrates and jumps up on the fence, the freaking padding falls down. Looked like a freaking clown show this weekend. You got guys out there trying to get that styrofoam padding up on top. Come on. We got to be better than that. Zip ties. Give the bullpen a couple of zip ties and get it fixed. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Bob. Hi, Bob. If Chance plays, we win. If he doesn't, maybe. They can't start slow. They can start slow. I mean, they got their top player ejected and the coach ejected in Houston and won. You can start slow. This pace, Kelvin Sampson is going to grind down the pace. So define start slow. Again, I think 75, 77 is top end scoring on this thing tonight. If you're shooting well, they'll probably keep you from shooting too well. Hell, I could talk myself into thinking that Texas Tech can win this thing at about a 71 to a 70, 69 type deal. We'll see what happens. Either way, it's going to be a great game. And this is why I did the commentary today that people were saying, Texas, Oklahoma, they leave the Big 12. Conference doesn't matter. Nobody will pay attention. The eyes of the nation are upon Lubbock, Texas tonight. Big Monday. The biggest thing going on in the world of sports tonight is college basketball, and it's happening in Lubbock, Texas. That's pretty cool. So we're not dead yet. Meanwhile, James, back at the good, bad, and ugly, how you recap the weekend. Good. Men's basketball is not being overlooked by national media. Bad. Lady Raiders can't close out a game. Bless their hearts. Ugly KU basketball. Well, a lot of places wish they could be as ugly as KU is, falling out of the top 25 and that stuff like that. But let's go to Lady Raider basketball. UCF, again, this close. And I've seen it at different times over the years with Lady Raider basketball. And I hesitate to say that this team is on the precipice of different teams that I've seen ongoing big runs. But I've seen teams that Lady Raider teams that had conference championship players on them play games like this in the 90s, and you were this close, you know? And you got to learn how you got to learn how to win, but at a certain point a coach can't do it, a staff can't do it. You've either got to have players that can do it or not. And I hate it for them. Meanwhile, back to the comments, you can get in on the comment section. Thanks to United Supermarkets, Market Street. We'll go as long as the conversation is good. Everything else, hold on, I'm getting a massive blow up on the text line, you know? Off the subject, Chris says on Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on Facebook. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on YouTube. Subscribe. Everybody on Facebook and Twitter, subscribe tonight. Get me over 500. We'll blow this thing up even more. Off the subject, how is UT even a bubble team? All right, well, let's go and look at the nitty-gritty rankings on UT and how they're a bubble team. And right now, Texas is on a 10 line on hoopshd.com. I'll scroll down a little bit and see how far we got to go on the nitty-gritty number for Texas. And they're at 40, so they're barely a bubble team. hoopshd.com, we pay attention to them. Here's why. They play in the SEC. They're getting the same benefit that teams got in the Big 12 over the last 5-6 years, that you were 7, 8, 9 deep, and that's where the SEC is this year. So just by showing up and playing games, you get that mathematical advantage, and that's why they're there. All right? I mean, you don't have to like it, but you have to understand it, and you benefited from it. And I'm talking about the Big 12 over the last 5-7 years of having 7 or 8 teams that were really good. So your bubble teams were ahead of the bubble teams in other conferences. Wasn't Hulk Hogan in Lubbock recently taking pictures and promoting his beer at some United supermarkets? Damn right he was. About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. Real American beer. And it ain't bad. I'm here to tell you. I've sampled it. I've tried it. It's a good American beer. Truly it is. Why is someone worried about UT basketball? I think, Jacob, they're probably trying to figure out, they hate UT and they go, why are they still in the mix? Well, that's why they're still in the mix. Scott, will Texas Tech continue to be able to prepare for the NCAA tournament and coast in Big 12 tournament play, hoping to go home and rest? All right. I think I can answer this question. Texas Tech will not spend a dime of energy in the Big 12 tournament, nor will any team in the Big 12 that is not outside the bubble, because the committee has told you over the last 5-10 years, we don't care what happens in the conference tournament. It doesn't matter. So no team will expend any energy and do anything, because when you roll into where are we? Kansas City, I think this year. I think we're there. It doesn't matter. So yeah, Tech will, wherever they are, the day you, what's the last day? Hold on, I gotta get up. Colorado, Arizona State on the 8th of March. All right, 8th of March. There you go. 8th of March. You're done with the resume if you're Texas Tech. And most every Big 12 team. Joseph is on a Facebook. Are you really? I believe you. What's your honest feelings about Tech women? Is it time for a coaching change? Personally, I don't think so. All right, you're asking me a question that's really hard for me to answer. Honest feelings. You want honest feelings? All right, here you go, honest feelings. I've known Krista Kirkland Gerlich for over half of our lives. So factor that in. I watched Lady Raider basketball since I started calling it as a freshman at Texas Tech on the radio. And that goes from the 80s to today. So I've got a little invested in the program and the people. Do I think that it's time for a coaching change? No. Well, why are you saying that? Well, here's why I'm saying it. We were talking earlier about they're this close. I've seen them this close before. Do I believe Krista Gerlich can coach the hell out of Tech? Yeah, I do. Do I believe she can recruit? Yes, I do. Do I believe it's been frustrating? Yes. And I think it's been frustrating because of the super success of the 90s and mid 2000s. And a lot of fans don't really understand how the game changed. And the biggest challenge here is you can't walk out the door and drive 200 miles and find two D1 high level impact players. Now, there's one down the street. We know who we're talking about, Italia Chavez. Do I think it's time to make a change? No, I do not. I would like to think that that even without my close ties to the program, and certainly my personal affinity to the head coach, that I could give you an honest answer. I hope I am. I would like to think that that's the answer I would give you, regardless of who is coaching right now. But I really do believe in watching and seeing where they've been, that they're so freaking close. So freaking close. What does it cost you? And this is going to sound, and maybe some people are going to take this the wrong way. What does it cost you to go another year with Krista Gerlich? The program doesn't make money and has never made money. It's been close to breaking even a couple of times, even in the greatest years of revenue and attendance and everything else. So in this new world order, it's, we take that out of the equation. They're good people. They don't embarrass your program. So that's a good thing. So what does it cost you really to go another year after what we saw with the previous coach and a couple of other things that we've seen and dealt with that I believe Krista Gerlich has coached appropriately, honorably, and otherwise? Yeah, why not? What does it cost you? And again, I know there will be people that will say, well, that's Hyatt just, going back to 1991 and 92. That's fine. I don't care. But what does it really cost you? So sign me up right now today for another year. Let's see where we go. All right. My nose itches. Oh, no, that's not a Saturday Night Live reference. I'm sorry. Thanks for elaborating on that. I agree. I have no idea what that was going back to. Maybe Tech in the NCAA tournament, conference tournament. David, Krista has built and won at every stop in her career. She's a great coach and needs Jones and Jills. I like that. Jimmy's and Joe's. Jones, yeah. I mean, you got to get them in, Great question here by James. Did Sharp win immediately when she got hired at Tech? No, she didn't. In 83, 84, they make the tournament for the first time. In 86, got beat at Long Beach State in double overtime. Really good team. But it was growing, it was building. And then 88, 89, not so great years. 90, you're back in the tournament. You lose at Northern Illinois in 90. In 91, you get back in the tournament. You don't win. Hold on. Let me get this right. Yeah, 91. I think I'm right. I'm doing this off memory. Go to Northern Illinois and get beat in the first round. 90, 91, 89, 90, 90, 90. No, I'm a year off. Anyways, so it wasn't huge success early. The success begins in 90, 91, and you make the Sweet 16 in 92. That was the deepest run up to that point. And in 93, you kind of go from the Sweet 16 to national championship. Damn, don't make me do math. So yeah, it was 89, 90 would have been Northern Illinois. 90, 91 would have been, oh yeah, they lost in the first round tournament at UNLV. I was there. I ought to be able to remember that. And then in 92, Lady Raiders lose to Stanford, the eventual national champion, at Heck Edmondson Pavilion in Washington. And then in 93, you go in the whole thing. Sorry, so I got to stare. That's been a few years. Thank you, James, for making me work through that on the years I called that. All right, couple of minutes left. Good, bad, and ugly recap. Good softball, 100% good. They just keep winning. Bad football guy who doesn't understand college baseball, but I love him because he keeps showing up on the feeds and everything else. Ugly. Here's the ugly. If you're a government worker or a worker of any kind and you can't respond to an email, a simple email that says, "Hey, what'd you do this week?" Really? It's that hard? I mean, come up with like 3 or 4 things. Anything. The government workers don't, they've lost their minds. And I don't think they understand how many people out here are just looking at them like, you're nuts. That we do this all the time. That our bosses actually say, hey, you got to let me know what's going on or something, anything. It'd be the ugly today. All right, Tech Houston tonight. I got to write down something here. All right, I'm going to go Tech at home, 72. I'm writing it down right now. Don't get mad. 72, 60, 68. All right, look, I got to get a yellow highlighter out here. Highlight that. All right, 72, 68. Last chance, 2 minutes to go. Get your predictions in real quick. Tech in Houston, 72, 68. What do you think happens? And if Tech wins, it's a chance at a 3 line. A lot on the line tonight. But I was told that, the Big 12 wouldn't matter and Tech would wither away and you'd be in the WAC or the Mountain West or something like that. Nobody would care about it. Here we are. Literally on February 24th, 2025, the entire sports world is focused on Lubbock, Texas. Pretty good, right? It's a good thing. Last chance. Get them in. A couple of predictions. Maybe. Anything? The Pac-12 withered. Tech 76-74. Will the game have its runs like the first one? They all do. College basketball is a game of runs. College basketball right now is a game of 4 mini quarters divided by a halftime. They're all little bitty runs. You got to win the runs. You got to win the runs to the media dead ball 16, 12, 8, 4. That's how you got to win it. So yeah, there'll be runs. Get the runs. Tech wins if they play defense and improve O efficiency. I have no counter argument to that. Just yeah, rebound a little bit. Rebound just a little bit. All right. Now, when we talk about offensive efficiency, if Texas Tech shoots more than 21 3-point shots tonight, they'll lose. If they shoot between 18 and 20, I think they'll win. If they get 2 3-point augmented? No, that's not the right word. Anyways, remember that 21 or more 3-point shots, not good. Gonna be a fun night. Everybody enjoy it. Thanks for hanging out. We want to thank Domino's Pizza. Get some tonight. All right, get some tonight. Use that app, save some money, and we will see you guys in the morning. TheRaiderland.com will recap everything. Tuesday's Best brought to you by Kyle Rogers. Kyle Rogers, Remax Realty. You only have to make one call to get the best, but he sponsors Tuesday's Best. See you then. Let's go.